Welcome to MPUNGWE-PUNGWE YouTube channel. Subscribe for you to enjoy more of our videos anytime we upload.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy, Second Deputy Speaker, for allowing the people of Rumbi East to contribute to the 2025-2026 mid-year budget review. Congratulations once again, because I already sent my congratulatory message when I was delivering my maiden speech. Before commenting on the mid-year review budget, I would like to firstly point out some remarks, reactions, and critiques from the opposition side. Let me echo with the area speakers that the opposition's reaction and response is like they are not owning up to the mess that we are in at the moment. No wonder they were prioritizing Maheu over fuel and forex shortages. The opposition's critiques are mostly grounded in the fiscal realities, though delivered with political emphasis. The whole situation we are in is MCP's government fault. Yes. Revenue weakness, high debt burden, and underperformance of domestic revenue. I also explore the reactions from the opposition critics condemning the budget, arguing that it is prioritizing consumption over growth, worsening inflation, which is currently at 28.5%, and the living cost, and they are advocating for austerity, export-led growth, and VAT reform. I really commend the Minister of Finance because the government is aiming at promoting meaningful results, hence the need for austerity measures. The Minister has been challenged within a short period of time. And just to remind you the other side, don't forget that after voting, you still had that window period. That's when you started messing up, yes. Stealing. What? And the minister, within a short period of time, has been challenged to balance stability versus growth, fiscal control versus service delivery, short-term pain versus long-term discipline. Let the opposition do a thorough research on feasible evidence-based and people-centered alternatives, as well as inclusive and growth-oriented policies before coming up and condemning the current presented budget. The Minister of Finance emphasized on fiscal discipline, cash budgeting, and debt restructuring to stabilize the economy. The IMF program and donor support are crucial for addressing the current forex shortages and inflation. Therefore, the overall budget review reflects Malawi's challenging fiscal landscape and is trying to balance the social needs with economic strengths. Otherwise, the people of Rumbi East are really hopeful that this budget will indeed improve some of the issues that by then the previous government did not have a listening ear to. Thank you so much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member.
This is why, mid-year, we are already sitting on a deficit, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, of almost $1 trillion kwacha. This is almost 13% of the entire budget. And this was financed through domestic and external borrowing. That is why we are sitting today on a 21 trillion debt. And that is, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, very dangerous for our economy. Those of us with economic background can tell you that Malawi is almost bankrupt. And this situation gives our Minister of Finance a very awkward position. He cannot play around with figures. It's very difficult. He has very small space to do things in this country. So maybe some people may be taking it as a very small issue, but it is a very big issue, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. This is not a creation of the last 2 months, because this government has only been there for the past 2 months. It is inheritance of years of weakened economic fundamentals. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, if we don't change the way we do things, this country shall always have forex problems. This economy is in distress, and what it requires now is not Panadol. It requires operation. And I think that's exactly what the Minister of Finance will do to the economy. Because if we don't give it proper medication, then we'll continue facing the challenges that we have. Let me commend the Honorable Minister. Despite the heavy burden inherited, some of the reforms that he highlighted in his speech deserve commendation. Suspension of new recruitment. This is a necessary step to address wage bill rigidity. A rigidity created through years of unstrategic hiring. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the zero-based budgeting is transformative. It forces every minister to justify what they spend, breaking the old tradition of carrying forward non-performing budget lines. This is very commendable, Honorable Minister of Finance. And he also mentioned that no LPO will be paid if it's not generated from IFMIS. This bold step seals the loopholes that were widely abused under manual procurement system. It is a strong message that fiscal discipline and transparency are non-negotiable. We recognize and applaud these efforts, Honorable Minister. There are areas that we need caution and adjustment. Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, even as we support these reforms, it is our duty to advise where alignment is needed. Doubling of FISIP beneficiaries. This expansion is technically justified, risks creating the same budget pressures that we suffered under the previous government. Poor targeting, market distortion, and weak productivity.
Honorable members
must not
from my far
return.
left, please, can I have order?
On the same, let me ask the Minister of Trade, Minister of Agriculture, and the Fair Trade Commission to look into the seed pricing. Honorable Minister, Second Deputy Speaker, 5 kgs of seed is now selling at 80,000 kwacha. I think we need to understand the dynamics behind this kind of pricing. I don't know how these seed manufacturers operate or price their products, but I think there's need to look into this issue because it is now giving our farmers a very awkward position. Many people are now going back to planting seed that they harvested last year. And I think it is now time for our Minister of Agriculture to empower our research departments to start producing seed. Let us have a government department that produces seed so that it can compete with the seed manufacturers, because it's unacceptable to continue moving this way. For years, subsidy program has been abused, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, by crooks. That is why I am proposing...
You have 2 minutes, Honorable Member for Mwanza Central. You have 2 minutes to go. Thank you.
But this is my maiden.
Yes, but you are not the first comer, so you have 10 minutes only to contribute.
Thank you very much. So I'll rush through. I wanted to speak on the uncoordinated redeployments. The mass redeployments without proper sequencing risks disrupting institutional memory slowing down projects and increasing operational inefficiencies. Public service must be strategic and not reactive. We have seen this happening with the previous governments. I hope this will not happen with this government. Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, the tax measures introduced in the review, some of them need evaluating. The minister reported 1.3 trillion in the tax revenue in the mid-year, an improvement from last year. But we must recognize that the fragility of the economy, low private sector liquidity, reduced consumer demand, import compression due to forex shortages, high production cost and exchange rate pass-through pressures. In such conditions, Second Deputy Speaker, aggressive tax measures may suffocate recovery. I therefore request the Honourable Minister of Finance to look into this issue and see if some amendments can be made. The withholding tax, while intended to boost revenue, they may push some SMEs into informality or reduce compliance due to cash flow constraints. I therefore ask the Minister to also look at this issue and see if there can be some amendments so that we don't suffocate the private sector. And the VAT and import duty changes, with the declining imports, increasing VAT projections is technically problematic. I assume that the Minister is banking on the 1% increase in the VAT, but this increase under the current dynamics may give us a negative result. Import-based taxes underperformed precisely because of shortage of forex. So I think the Minister should also look at working on this issue of forex availability, because that's the only way these projections can be made. So I think as a member of parliament, it is my responsibility to also put my weight on this budget review so that we don't get back to where we are. We must shift from revenue pressure to revenue expansion through productivity. And on this one, I will request the Minister to consider allocation of more funds into investment. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I can see you've been very kind to me. You gave me enough time, but let me conclude. As we debate this year's review, Madam Second Speaker, let us not lose sight of the truth. The challenges before us today originate from years of mismanagement under this government. We commend the positive steps taken so far. We advise caution where necessary, and we remain committed, I, as a member of parliament, to ensuring that every reform taken in this house helps rebuild Malawi's economy, protect the taxpayer, and restore confidence in our nation's future. With these remarks, Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, I support the statement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Mwanza Central. I recognize Honorable Member for Rumpi East. Then Honorable Member for Mangochi Municipal. And the Honorable Member for Majingalikwen, in that order, please. Honorable Member for Mangochi Municipality, you have the floor.
Thank you. Second Deputy Speaker, Honorable Members of Parliament, Senior Chief Sultan Chowe, Senior Chief Mapira, TM Ponda, Sub-Tier Baruch, fellow citizens of Mangochi Municipality, and those who are watching and listening right now. I stand here today feeling greatly honored and humbled as the representative of the mighty Mangochi Municipal Constituency. Before I go further, allow me to extend my heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika and the first and second vice presidents for the overwhelming victory in the 16th September tripartite elections. I also salute Malawians for voting beyond regional, tribal, and religious lines. This is a clear demonstration of maturity of our democracy. On a similar note, I would like to congratulate you, our second Deputy Speaker.
Can I hear the honorable member from MPUNGWE Municipality in silence, please?
I would like to congratulate you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and in absentia, the Speaker himself. Madam Deputy Speaker, it's going to be like unfair not to congratulate my fellow members of Parliament in here for making it to this August House. I stand in this August House. I would like to sincerely thank the people of my constituency for granting me this precious opportunity to represent their interests in this noble house. Allow me also to thank my wife, Rhoda, my family, for the overwhelming support rendered to me during the entire campaign period. Most of all, I thank the Almighty God for the grace that I had, to be the mouthpiece of the people of MPUNGWE Municipality. Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, allow me to assure the people of my constituency that as I had promised them during the campaign period, I am still committed to walking in the footsteps of my brother, late Dr. Clement Telas Chiwaya, who served them wholeheartedly. May his soul continue resting in peace. I am here not to replace him, but I'm here to continue serving the people. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, MPUNGWE has great potential to contribute to the socio-economic development of our beautiful country. As far as tourism is concerned, my constituency is the heart of the tourist district. As such, MPUNGWE Municipal must wear the face befitting its status by focusing on good road networks, infrastructure development, access to safe water, improved health services, good waste management system, among others. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, it is also important to note that as a municipality, we don't have a firefighting engine for putting out fire in the event of fire accidents. Of course, I'm not trying to put fear to honorable members and the nation for you to fail to come to MPUNGWE for vacation. You are free to come, but I want to make it clear that as MPUNGWE Municipality, we need to have a firefighting engine, because currently we rely on the one we have in Zomba, which is about 120 kilometers. Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, I promise to spearhead development and change the face of MPUNGWE Municipality. I promise to be a voice of the marginalized and the vulnerable and a servant of the people. The people of Mbalugu, Chomba, Mpondasi, Ntalimanja, Sait Kazua, Gundapiri, Mosia, Kalonga, Mapira, Ntasi, Ngoi, Ndata are looking forward to a brighter future, but with their support, I promise to deliver beyond their expectation. Having an accounting background, I am fully committed to upholding the fundamental principles of transparency and accountability in the use of public funds. I am optimistic that the DPP government is going to construct the long-awaited Mbaluku Makanjira Road, Adimak Nasenga Road, and Pasoko to Monkey Bay Golomot Road, failing which, Mr. Speaker, sir, I am afraid that Mangochi Municipal constituency is going to be an island. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, it's going to be disconnected from the people of Makanjira, from the people of Nasenga, from the people of
Honorable
Monkey Bay.
member,
So
honorable member, address the chair, please. Honorable member, address the chair, please.
Madam, thank you so much for your protection, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the people of Mangochi Municipality now would want to have a say about this mid-year budget review report. Number one, it is suicidal to note that 67 billion kwacha was drawn out within 6 months. Within 6 months, under which it was supposed, under the State House line budget, it was supposed to cover 1 year. This was happening at a time when people in Mangochi were dying because of malnutrition. This was happening at a time when, during campaign, old women could come and confess to say that they've stayed for more than 3 days without eating anything. Secondly, it is financially catastrophic that interest payments have reached 2.2 billion. Thirdly, the people of Mangochi Municipal have hope that the DPP government is going to restore the economy, and it's going to restore the economy once and for all. And they know that because of the proven track record of APM, they have that hope. Allow me, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, to talk about public funds. The people of Mangochi Municipal would want to remind those who abuse the public resources to remind them that part of the money they were using was as a result of tax from, or collection of sales from vehicles whereby the owners failed to pay duty, and MRI had to dispose of such kind of assets, leaving out the owner Manjankosi. Such kind of funds, abusing such kind of funds, it's something that we are sad, people of Mangochi are sad. And some of the funds abused were funds contributed by Agabanza, because those Agabanza, after dropping off their clients, after raising 2,000 kwacha or so, they go and buy U-Fresh tablet, out of which they contribute to the national budget. So misuse of such kind of funds, it's not only unfair, but it is inhuman. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Mangochi Municipal people are indeed all Malawians expect tangible developments and not mere talk. I believe, as we deliberate in this House, as we promised them during campaign period. It's only if we can collectively join hands, it's when we can have the Malawi that we want, a Malawi guaranteed of a prosperous, equitable, and just. Sam Wanton, in his biography, Sam Wanton is the owner of Walmart, chain of shops. In his biography, he wrote, and I quote, "Teams doing, individuals don't." So if we embrace teamwork spirit, I'm sure we will be able to deliver. Honorable Madam Second Deputy Speaker, my fellow honorable members, and the people of Mangochi Municipal, with these remarks, I submit thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Mangochi Municipal. I now recognize the Honorable Member for Machinga-Likwenu. You have the floor, Honorable.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, for recognizing the people of Machinga-Likwenu. Madam Deputy Speaker, as I rise to contribute to the midterm budget, I begin by congratulating you. The first Deputy Speaker
speech, Honorable?
And the Speaker.
Is this your maiden speech?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you have 15 minutes. Thank you.
I congratulate you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and the first Deputy Speaker, and the Speaker on your elevation to the position. I also extend my congratulations to the ministers and deputy ministers, particularly the Minister of Education, who is a prominent son of Machinga-Likwenu constituency. We are proud of this appointment and pledge our unwavering support for his success is our success. I'm honored to represent Machinga-Likwenu in this August House. I thank the traditional authorities, youth, women groups, religious leaders.
Subscribe to MPUNGWE-PUNGWE Malawi YouTube channel for you to enjoy more of our videos every time we upload. We love you all.